Yo, what's up, guys? It's Noah here, and I am very excited to be doing my first NFL video of the season because the NFL season does officially kick off on Thursday night. We got a great game Thursday night between the Chiefs and the Ravens, and it feels so good to be talking NFL again, man. We got through the dog days of summer. We had 2 or 3 months of no NBA, no NFL, no college football, just doing baseball, which I don't mind making baseball content, but baseball is definitely not my favorite sport to do props on, to do content for. But now we're starting to get to the good stuff. We got NFL starting up on Thursday, and I've got some early player props that I do like for Thursday night's game between the Chiefs and the Ravens. We got 2 props that we're going to talk about that I like over on Prizepicks. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you don't know who I am, my name's Noah. I've been making daily fantasy sports content since 2017. Been doing this for a while now. Been doing this for about 7-8 years. And I do Prizepicks content as well. So I make content, talking about player props I like over on Prizepicks. If you don't play on Prizepicks, make sure to sign up because we do have a promotion with Prizepicks. You sign up, you use promo code NOAH, place your first $5 lineup, you'll instantly get $50 in promo funds added to your account. I know there's probably going to be people coming into this channel watching this video that maybe don't play on Prizepicks. Maybe you bet player props somewhere else. A lot of times the plays I give out in these videos you can take on other sites, other sports books, DFS sites, wherever it may be. But for these videos specifically, we're mainly going to be focusing on Prizepicks because in my state, I'm not allowed to bet sports books. I have to play sites like Prizepicks and Sleeper, a lot of these other daily fantasy sites. So we're mainly going to be focusing on Prizepicks plays. If you guys, again, don't have an account on Prizepicks, use that promo code NOAH. When you do sign up, place your first lineup, you'll instantly get $50 in promo funds added to your account. And do want to shout out Prizepicks because they do have a free square available for week 1 of the NFL season. Caleb Williams, his pass yards is set at 0.5. This is a free pick Prizepicks is giving you. It's available until Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern time when that Titans and Bears game kicks off. And actually, Prizepicks is going to be giving out a free square for every week of the NFL season in the month of September. So weeks 1 through 4, you're going to get a free square for every weeks 1 through 4. So even after this free square goes away for week 1, Prizepicks is going to post another free square for week 2. Once that one goes away, they'll post another free square for week 3. So you actually are going to have 4 free squares over on Prizepicks in the month of September. And you want to be taking advantage of promotions like this. Anytime these sites do discounts, free squares, you want to be taking advantage of this. So get over to Prizepicks, guys. Again, use that code NOAH if you have not yet. And you'll get your $50 in promo funds added to your account once you place your first lineup. But yeah, we got 2 props to talk about for Thursday night's game. Now, guys, it's always going to be a little bit tougher on days like Thursday, when we have like Thursday night football, Monday night football. I love making content for these games. I love talking about football, but it is going to be harder to find props to like. Obviously on Prizepicks, you're forced to play, 2 props from different teams. So we're going to have to find a prop we like from the Chiefs. We're going to have to find a prop we like from the Ravens. You're going to be limited with your options, but I'm still going to try and do my best, give you guys 2 plays, one from each team that I like for these primetime games. And then obviously for the full Sunday slate of games, we'll be able to give out probably 3-4 plays for those. But we're going to have a lot of content coming out on the channel here soon. I mean, we got Thursday night football, we got Friday night football. There's actually a game on Friday night. It's going to be a pretty good game as well between the Packers and the Eagles. So we're going to be checking out that. We're going to be making content for that. Going to be watching that game. Obviously, we got college football on Saturday. I'm doing college football content now this year, so I'll have a video up for college football for Saturday. And then we got obviously the full NFL slate on Sunday. So expect 3 to 4 more videos this week, covering these NFL and college football slates that we got coming up. And I'm so excited to be doing content again for NFL and college football. But that's enough rambling. Let's talk about the plays for this game on Thursday night. So the first prop that I'm liking for Thursday night is going to be a rush yards prop. And we're going to take Lamar Jackson. We're going to take him for more than 47.5 rush yards. So let's talk through this prop on Lamar and why I like this one. So if you look at what Lamar did last season, he went over this rush yards line in about half of his games last year. He had a game with 101 rush yards, 97, 70, 62, 60, 54, 54. And then he had 45, 45, 41, 39, 38, 36. So I would say a little bit less than half his games last season, Lamar went over this rush yards line. But if you look at like his attempts, we know Lamar is going to get plenty of volume on the ground. Like they're going to use him as he's not going to just get all of his rush yards from scrambling, from dropping back and then having to run. Like they'll call design runs for Lamar. He'll probably get double-digit rush attempts here. And Lamar obviously is a very good and mobile quarterback. He has shown the ability to use his legs and have his legs be a weapon. And he has done really well in this matchup against the Chiefs. Now, I hate to look at like team versus or player versus team stats because I think that can get a little bit overblown. But for what it's worth, in the 4 games Lamar has faced the Chiefs, he's had 107, 83, 67, and 46 rush yards. That doesn't include playoffs. I probably could look at the playoffs as well. That's just regular season, though. But he's over this line in 3 out of 4 regular season games against the Chiefs. The one game he went under, he had 46 rush yards, so he only went under by 2 yards. And there's reports about Lamar, being in the best shape of his career. Lamar, I think, even said, like, in previous seasons, he came into the season not feeling the best, feeling a little bit slow. He's already talked about how he feels in the best shape of his career. He feels quick this year. I think we're going to see Lamar be very mobile. He's going to be running a lot this season. And now that the Ravens have Derrick Henry, I think that's going to make Lamar an even bigger weapon on the ground, because when you have another great running back like Derrick Henry, teams are probably going to try and sell out to stop Derrick Henry. We could see the Ravens running like some read options where maybe the Chiefs go all out trying to take out Henry. Lamar tucks it, gets big runs, stuff like that. So I think actually having Derrick Henry this season could be even better for Lamar's rushing upside. It could just make him that even bigger, even more of a weapon as a runner. And he's had good success in the past against the Chiefs as a runner. The Chiefs defensively last season, if you look at what they did in terms of allowing rush yards to the quarterback position, they were top 10 in terms of rush yards allowed to QBs last season. Gave up 342 rush yards to quarterbacks, which was 10th most in the league. So the Chiefs did allow quarterbacks to run on them. Obviously, Lamar is one of the most, if not the most mobile quarterback in the NFL. I like him to go over 47.5 rush yards here. I was looking at some sportsbook odds. I was looking at DraftKings Sportsbook. DraftKings actually has this line up at 49.5. Now I know 47.5, 49.5, that's not much of a difference. It's only 2 yards. But you would be surprised how often, a line, those 2 yards make a difference. Like, no one would be surprised if Lamar finished with 48, 49 rush yards here, and getting the line at 47.5 versus 49.5 can be the difference between winning and losing. I know people are going to say, 2 yards doesn't mean anything. Well, you'd be surprised how often those 2 yards actually do matter. So I think this line could get bumped up since DraftKings has it at 49.5. We might see Prizepicks bump it up at some point. I want to go ahead and get it at 47.5 while it is still at this number. And this is the first play that I do like for Thursday Night Football. Going to take Lamar Jackson for more than 47.5 rush yards. And then the other prop that I like to pair with that on the Chiefs side is actually going to be a targets prop. So I don't know if you can take targets props on any sports books or any other DFS sites, but Prizepicks does offer target props. And there's a target prop I like for the Chiefs, and it's going to be Rashee Rice for more than 7.5 targets. So, when you're betting on targets here, you don't really, it doesn't matter if the receiver catches the ball or not. We just need them to get the volume. And Rashee Rice got a lot of volume last season. He was actually Patrick Mahomes' most targeted receiver in the second half of the season. If you look at from week 10 and on into the rest of the season, Rashee Rice actually led the team in target share from week 10 and on. And you can look through his game log last season and just see he was getting a ton of volume, to end the season. So against the Raiders on, I think it was, November the 26th of last season, against the Raiders, I can't remember what week that was, but that was when Rashee Rice really started to pick up big-time volume in this offense. He had 10 targets against the Raiders, 8 or 9 against Green Bay, 10, 9, 12, 6, 12, 4, 9, and 8. That does include the playoffs as well, some of those games. But Rashee Rice was used heavily in this offense in the second half of the season. He was Patrick Mahomes' most targeted receiver. He was actually getting more targets than Travis Kelce. And I was looking at sportsbook odds for Rashee Rice's reception prop. And on DraftKings, he's pretty heavily favored. He's around minus 140 on most sportsbooks to go over 5.5 receptions on Thursday night. And if you look at games last season where Rashee Rice got at least 6 receptions, in games with at least 6 receptions, he had 12, 8, 10, 10, 9, 12, 9, and 9 targets. So if Rashee Rice gets 6 receptions Thursday night, which he's pretty heavily favored to do, I think we got a pretty good chance at him also getting 8 targets here. And there's definitely a chance maybe he only gets like 4 receptions but still gets 8 targets. Maybe Mahomes, is a little bit rusty. Maybe they're not connecting on passes, but Rice is still getting the volume. And that's what I want to bet on. I want to bet on Rice getting the volume because that's what he got a lot of last season was volume. Again, led the team in target share in the second half of the season, was heavily targeted by Patrick Mahomes. We know this Chiefs offense is going to be very pass heavy. last season they had the second most pass attempts per game. Only the Commanders threw the ball more than the Chiefs last season. So this is a Chiefs team that is pass heavy, that is going to rely on Mahomes' arm, and Mahomes is a guy that's probably going to throw 35, 36, 37 pass attempts here. I mean, his pass attempts line is set at 37.5. If Mahomes throws anywhere near 37.5 pass attempts, even like close to that number, I think we got a pretty good chance as 8 of those pass attempts go to Rashee Rice, and he gets 8 targets here. So I do like Rashee Rice for more than 7.5 targets. His reception prop, again, is set at 5.5, heavily favored towards the over. Prizepicks doesn't have a reception prop up for Rashee Rice. If they do put one up at 6, you can maybe take the over on that, but I would definitely bet on Rice getting 8 targets versus 6 receptions. If he gets 6 receptions, there's a very good chance he'll also get 8 targets, and there's plenty of scenarios where he doesn't get 6 receptions but still gets 8 targets. I think there were a few games last season, I want to say, where he didn't get 6 receptions but still got 8 targets. So I do like that as our second play for tonight, guys. For Thursday night, we're going to take Rashee Rice for more than 7.5 targets. So these are the 2 props that we're going to play for Thursday night, guys, for Thursday Night Football between the Chiefs and the Ravens. Again, when we have only one game like this on primetime, it's going to be hard to find a bunch of plays to like. Sure, you could do like a correlated stack, but Prizepicks has kind of nerfed the payouts on correlation stacks, so correlation stacks aren't as valuable as they used to be. I personally just try and usually just play like a 2-pick entry for the primetime games. I don't go too crazy. When we have the full slate of games on Sunday, that's when I'll probably be able to give out at least like 3 or 4, maybe 5 plays, maybe a full 6-pick. We'll have to see. But if you guys do enjoy this NFL content, the Prizepicks content, make sure to hit that like button down below. Really do appreciate the likes, guys. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, and if you don't have a Prizepicks account, be sure to check them out, sign up, use promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and place your first lineup, whether you win or lose that lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds added to your account. So you sign up, make a deposit for $10, you play a $5 lineup on this Thursday night game. Even if you lose that lineup, Prizepicks is going to add $50 in promo funds to your account. So be sure to check them out, guys. And again, sign up and use that promo code NOAH. But so all I got for tonight. Good luck on this Thursday night game. So excited that the NFL is officially here, man. I'm going to be making a ton of NFL content this season, so make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. But good luck this week, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.